fail rate, high number of startups failing. Can you give us some insight on this?
I think it's a mixed bag. Number one is if you look at Kenya National Bureau of Statistics in terms of where entrepreneurs invest in, we have over 70% of entrepreneurs investing in wholesale retail, meaning that you're in the business of buying either a camera in Kikomba to sell in the estate, or you're buying tomatoes to resell, or you're buying stuff from China to resell. What happens in these types of businesses is the profit margins are very thin because many of us are in that space. That means you'll naturally struggle, or you'll naturally have any type of shock impacting your business. Number two is the challenges that are there in the ecosystem, looking at the tax regime, the business environment that is very difficult, that makes it hard for entrepreneurs to survive. Looking at Nairobi County, for instance, in terms of average cost of setting up or license within Nairobi County, if you have to look just on average for general trade, so these are supermarkets, car wash, butchery, it costs on average over 90,000 shillings. That is Nairobi alone. If you look at counties such as Mombasa, it's 73,000. So you can already see the cost of, the cost of formalization, cost of registering your business. And this is Nairobi alone. We've not even added, other costs that you need to incur. So you can see that the two factors really are making it extremely hard for business to grow. So it's not only government, but it's also the types of businesses that our SMEs invest in. That is also making it very difficult for them to be able to grow.
For a lot of entrepreneurs, when they look at this situation, they have an idea, they have a dream, and there's of course the economic pressure that is pushing you to try and make a coin out of this. But it just feels like the country or the government or the regulations that exist are not supporting these entrepreneurs. There's a strong feeling that we're not being supported. For example, is the government of Kenya in the business of taxing ambition or enabling it?
So I think we all exist in Kenya, and we can see that government is struggling. If you look at the budget estimates. Currently, we see government is trying to raise around 4 trillion in terms of revenue. Out of this, what is allocated, what is available for investment in the economy is less than 6%, because a lot of the expenditure is going towards debt payment, is going towards recurrent expenditure. So the amount of money that government is, even if it wanted to allocate towards supporting businesses, is less than 6%. That means already we're in a catch-22. We've not even scratched the surface in terms of asking, are the strategies or the policies that are being given to entrepreneurs feasible? Taking an example of Hustler Fund, for instance, do you think Hustler Fund is a product that can be able to enable you as a business? Looking at how it's structured, looking at the different strategies that government is putting towards supporting MSMEs, do you think it's feasible? So I think again it's a question of maybe it's out of sheer mismanagement, where we see the allocation towards supporting business is not good enough. But also, if you look at the profile of people who are going into government to support different dockets, we have question marks around the same. So it means that the strategies that they're also putting out in terms of supporting MSMEs as well as startups is suboptimal, just to put it in plain English.